I'm gonna attempt to be cutie patootie and sit crisscross applesauce the entire time.
Yeah, I've been more aware of my posture, I would say, over the past few days. Just because I'm constantly sitting in my chair at my desk,
Mhm.
and my chair is beat to shit. Like the back doesn't stay up, but you like lean back any little bit and it goes completely fucking flat. And I sit like a fucking monster in it. And I noticed that it's been kind of like fucking up my knees. And so I've been trying to be more aware of how I'm sitting, but I just can't be comfortable sitting normally.
At my new job, got a new job. Don't want to kill myself anymore. They spent $200,000, I think, getting new chairs for everyone with a grant that we got.
Are there just hella chairs, or are there like 5 of those Herman Miller chairs? Or whatever the fuck the
I mean,
fancy ass ones are
it's for
called.
the entire division, and I know that there's at least 200 desks.
And you said they spent how much?
About 200,000, maybe a little bit more. I need to look at it's actually my job to know how much they spent, but I just started on last Wednesday, so I haven't really dove too much into it.
Like 200 desks, 200,000. What is that? $1,000 per chair?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, y'all got the good shit.
it's really nice chairs. They look kind of like this, but like the back is like netting, and it's like it is like curved to your back. So
Yeah.
it's not like you're not having to like whatever. And then also I found out that so it doesn't, like, you know how some chairs like you can sit and then it'll like rock back and forth like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that, but the back moves back and forth.
Okay.
So you can like recline, but you can't. It's like a car seat almost. Like you can recline, but you can't tilt back and forth. But I found out yesterday, well, because I've been in my office every day, that the arms pull out, so I can sit like this. And so now I've been sitting like this at my desk, and it's so comfortable. Been working on my balls not falling asleep.
Hell yeah.
Because that was a problem for me. And that made me think of how guys just lie about blue balls.
What, they don't actually turn blue?
I've never gotten blue balls before.
Oh, I
I
have.
don't think it's a thing.
It's not like I don't know. They don't actually turn blue.
No,
But there is like,
but people are like, oh, it hurts.
yeah, no, it does. I've gotten it before, fucker. Like,
I think you just have testicular torsion.
no, my balls are not torted. No, it's like, I think it's been just when I'm beaten off and then I get bored and then I just stop. But I was like right at the point where I'm about to nut, and then I just stop,
You're just
and
like,
then
I'm
it
bored.
feels like, yeah, it's like, uh, I don't know. It's like if you flex a muscle for hella long, and then it kind of just like seizes in that position.
I've never gotten that before.
Okay, well, it does happen. It's just like a mild discomfort.
I got a lot of issues with my dick. I thought I had erectile dysfunction for the longest time, but I don't. And I only thought I had it because everyone was like, yeah, I wake up with morning wood. Never had morning wood in my life. Maybe like every once a month.
You got low virality.
Well, so I went to my doctor and I was like, do I have erectile dysfunction? He was like, can you get hard? And I was like, yeah, I have the opposite of that, actually. Like, sometimes it's too hard. And he's like, you don't have erectile dysfunction.
Hell yeah, welcome to the Men's Health Podcast.
Let's go.
We'll talk about dicks and balls.
Ivermectin.
Huh?
We'll talk about ivermectin.
I got nothing. I haven't been doing shit.
I've just been doing my new job.
Yeah.
Haven't wanted to kill myself. It's so nice to actually like go to a job and not be tortured to death. Did you see there was like a chemical explosion in Tracy?
In Tracy, yeah,
Yeah,
big
it's
ass warehouse fire.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was 1 million like square feet or something like that of fire.
Yeah, I
Warehouse.
didn't hear about this fire starting. I didn't hear about it like, because sometimes warehouse fires take like a little bit to put out or anything.
Yeah,
No, the first time I saw it, it was a giant rectangle of smoke,
in the
of
sky
like black billowing smoke. Yeah.
from Sacramento, mind you. Tracy, for those of you who aren't near Northern California, Tracy's like over an hour away from us,
Yeah. It was like
with winds that blow the opposite way, typically from us too. So we could still see the smoke from here.
it was a big ass fucking smoke cloud.
Yeah, I was watching the news this morning at the gym, and they were like, "Oh, it might be toxic out there now because it's all medical supplies."
Yeah,
And I
it
was
could
like,
be, or it
oh.
could just be like a ton of fucking
This is the
like
second
Q-tips.
This is the second time that this has happened in a year. Because last year we had that explosion in Esparto, the firework warehouse.
Oh yeah,
Just exploded. They indicted like 8 people from that, and I was like, what exactly are the charges here? Like, unless it just wasn't permitted for that, like, what exactly are the charges? Like, they didn't maliciously light the fire. Like,
yeah, but it could have been like malicious negligence and maintaining the warehouse, like storing it improperly, not having the fire sprinklers like set up right or something.
yeah, okay, I can see well, okay, this is the thing. You got explosives in a warehouse. I feel like you're fucked one way or the other on fires. Like, I don't think a sprinkler is going to really do much if you have like the equivalent of a small nuclear bomb being held in your warehouse.
What if it's the fucking sprinklers, but they spray out the like Dawn dish soap looking shit that they put on like chemical fires to smother it?
Oh, the stuff that the planes drop?
Well, there's that, but then fire trucks also have access to this, like, it looks like they're spraying soap on like fires for like car battery fires,
Yeah.
or like chemical fires.
I feel like if you're storing explosives,
It should be in a giant cement building.
it should be in a giant cement building, and then that building should be like the building from Tenet, where there's not a sprinkler system. It's a
It just sucks all the oxygen.
Yeah, create a vacuum system.
Dude, I thought
Imagine it accidentally goes off when people in there, everyone just dies.
like some guy in a suit and a briefcase comes in and starts breathing weird, and then it goes off. The fuck is that? Do you have like a tugboat by your house?
No, I think it's the Scion out there.
Oh,
I think, or no, there's a guy who has like he bought a fucking like 1970s like Ford truck.
okay.
Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna hold it in.
You're gonna have blue nose.
Oh god, isn't Blue Nose a rapper? No, that's Blueface.
Yeah, close enough.
Is that the guy who has the girlfriend who got the tattoo of him on her neck and then like broke up with him?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck. Oh yeah, I thought I had figured something out about Tenet, like the opera building at the beginning. I saw like a picture of some like, I think it was the French Communist Party headquarters, and I was like, oh, did they like film Tenet in this? Because the doors kind of looked the same, and then I looked it up, and no, that was just in Russia. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
They filmed a scene that's supposed to be in Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
Chris Nolan.
I'm pretty sure.
I saw a movie last night that
I said it was like the Russian Opera House or some shit.
I saw a movie last night that made me think that Havoc is an alien.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It's the new Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's about aliens.
I saw a picture of Steven Spielberg for the first time.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, he's like a short old
nerdy
man.
He's like a little nerdy guy. He's like nice, lawfully good Bill Gates.
Yeah.
It's about aliens, and one of the things is they're like, oh, the aliens appear to you all the time, but they disguise themselves as animals because they know that like animals are like innately calming to humans.
Depends on the animal.
And so there's like a scene where they abduct the main character, and she's like in this flying saucer, and there's like a fucking moose that comes up, and it like puts his head to her forehead and like purrs, and it sounds just like Havoc's little growl that he does. And I like looked at Sean and I was like, do you think Havoc is an alien? And so every time like I like leave the house, and like, so we got back last night, and I like grabbed his head and I put it to my head and I go, are you an alien? And then he just didn't do anything, but he gave me like a really weird look.
I don't know, seems suspect. Maybe you should put fucking sunscreen on him or whatever they did in that movie.
Oh, Bugonia?
Yeah,
you should watch Bugonia. I think you would like it. It's very weird.
Okay, I'm supposed to maybe go see Obsession today.
Oh, good movie. Good movie.
I have no idea what it's about, and I'm just gonna walk into it completely
I'm not
blind.
gonna tell you anything, but I'm gonna say hopefully you don't walk out like Nick relating to the main character.
Interesting. Okay.
Because the whole point of the movie is like the main characters.
I'm not gonna ask questions. Nope. You're not gonna tell me what the point of the movie is.
Just
either.
Don't. If you come out relating to the main character, you're an incel. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So you're gonna find out today if you're actually an incel.
All right. It's always a good day for a day of discovery.
I don't have anything else.
Just the only other thing that I have is I've been learning a lot about bones because I found like the New York Bone Museum on TikTok.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. They got some really fucked up looking bones there.
Have you ever heard of the Body Farm?
No.
I don't know if it's open to the public, but it's this place in I don't know why it's in Texas.
And why not?
Well, let me tell you what it's about, and then you can tell me if it's a good idea. So basically, we got to know how to like investigate dead bodies.
Okay.
Like we got to have, you know, and doing that in a laboratory isn't necessarily conductive to that because that's like a sterile, controlled environment, and bodies are not dumped in a sterile, controlled environment.
Mm-hmm.
So the Body Farm is like this, like essentially like nature reserve that's like fenced off, and people can donate their bodies, and they just throw you out there. And then they'll be like, okay, we're going to leave this person here for 2 months. And then they'll come back and like record the weather and, you know, everything like that for that person and see how like the weather and the elements and everything has affected it.
Yeah. There's some things like that, for example, where I'm like, we've been doing this for long enough. We should just know everything.
You would think, but we don't.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell are we doing? Also, how many variations in weather is there in Texas? It's either like
it's humid down
hot
there.
as fuck, or it's iced over.
Yeah.
And
well,
like,
that's what I'm saying is like you gotta go somewhere like California to do that, because like
California is the same. It's like hot as fuck, or it's like
I would say like El Dorado
cold
Hill.
and foggy for 2 months.
El Dorado Hills would probably be the best place to do it because you get a little bit of the chill from the Sierras. Sometimes it gets up to 100. Like it's like, you know, just random.
Yeah.
But I would want to go there just to look at the dead bodies.
All right, freak. Did you ever go to that? I don't know if it's still around. I haven't heard its name in a while, but the Bodies Revealed, or it was like a traveling museum that had a bunch of cadavers. And they would like either like slice them up or like display them differently so you could see the different like muscle groups and the different organs and stuff like that. They had a whole display of different fetuses and like containers from like 1 through 9 months of development, so you could see them like throughout the stages of embryonic development.
That's what they do with the babies they abort here in California, by the way.
Yeah, if we don't chop them into little pieces and put them in McDonald's nuggets, we're displaying them for the public.
BK chicken, what are they called? Chicken
fries?
Chicken fries,
yeah. No, yeah, I went to that when I was like 9 or 10 years old.
That's crazy.
It was pretty interesting.
For a 9-year-old, that's crazy.
Yeah, they had one of those fuck, you've never seen Jujutsu Kaisen, but I don't know what it's called, but when they like slice the body like
Bisected.
in scans.
Bisected.
Yeah. They had a body like sliced up into a bunch of different pieces, and then it was like encased in you know, like the posters that you can browse through at like stores. It was encased in something like that.
You just flip,
and then you could just like flip through the different layers
That's
of the
crazy.
body. Yeah.
In high school, I went to Solano to work on cadavers for anatomy.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
And I remember the whole thing was like, the smell was gross because the fucking formaldehyde is just disgusting.
Just smells like chemicals.
Yeah, but it's just like now you associate formaldehyde with dead bodies.
I mean, I wouldn't associate it with anything else.
True. Well, hospitals.
Where dead people are, yeah.
I guess. And I remember, for whatever reason, they were like, okay, we're going to take out the lungs of this person. Crack the rib cage with these bolt cutters.
Yeah.
And I never thought of like how like disgusting that is. Like, because I hate the sounds of bone breaking. Like, it's so gross. It's like teeth stuff and bone stuff really get to me. And that was like another thing when I did lifeguarding lessons and they were like teaching us to do CPR. They were like, you have to press down on your sternum to do CPR. So like when you give someone CPR, you are going to break their ribs.
Yeah.
And like that like really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, it is very archaic, some of the tools we still use, like in dental work and other stuff.
The entire concept of like surgery is archaic because it's essentially just, okay, put this person to sleep. Like your body still feels the pain. You just can't register it.
Yeah.
Because you're asleep. Like, I mean, effectively, before, I don't know when anesthesia was invented, but let's just say 1800s. Before that, you could theoretically just hit someone over the head with a frying pan, knock them out, and quickly do your surgery. And
no, that's what they would do. Yeah,
like
either that or they'd fill you up with like a ton of whiskey.
Have you ever like watched a surgery? Because they're not gentle. Like, when they do stuff, they're just like fucking hammering shit in.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like so archaic. Like they like fucking use a DeWalt from Home Depot.
That's what I was, yeah, like, when you get like screws in your leg,
into your bones. Yeah. You would think there'd be like some more like pristine, shiny looking high tech stuff, but then they pull out the fucking Ryobi weed whacker to shave your head before they cut into your skull.
No, they just really like, and that's the whole like they don't even do that. They pull out the fucking like Bic disposable razor.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay, like you're not even giving me a good shave, you're giving me a fucking dollar store shave.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of shave, I think my arm hair is getting, it's still very distinctively different from the surrounding area.
You need to put minoxidil on your arm.
I fucking need to, dude. It's been like 3 months and I'm like, it's kind of getting close to where it was.
That's crazy. I need to get a new tattoo soon. I'm getting a tattoo of Havoc soon. I'm gonna get one of those, you know,
just a full back piece.
No, but you know those like Jaguar like American traditionals?
Yes.
It's like a Jaguar like this or whatever. I'm getting that, but Havoc.
I hate American traditional.
It's gonna be
style.
It's gonna be the only American traditional I get. I just couldn't think of a good thing for Havoc other than that.
Get like his paw print or something.
That's too.
Get his nose print.
Nah, his nose print.
Yeah.
I know dogs have unique nose prints, but no.
Get his fucking dick print. I don't know.
His dick print?
Yeah. Take like a mold of it and fucking tattoo it on you somewhere. I don't know. I just hate American traditional style. It looks so fucking weird to me.
It's the only one I'm gonna get it right here on my calf. It's gonna be very lesbian.
Okay. You're gonna get the bows on the back of your knees too while you're at it?
Bows?
Yeah, you've never seen that?
No.
They have like the matching bows on the back of their legs.
Oh.
Above their knees.
Is that a lesbian thing?
I've only ever seen it on. It's either lesbian or like white crackhead lady.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna get that on my calf. I'm gonna get a shark jaw on my knee.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But that's it.
I'm surprised you're not gonna do the like have Sean bite you and then tattoo his teeth.
That's so
prints.
fucking cringy. I hate that. Names of people that you're like in relationships with, bite marks. I saw this one lady get stars on her neck in the grip of her husband's hand. So like where his fingerprints touch when he squeezes her neck,
That is 100% something you would do.
No. Now, I may want a tramp stamp, but not that. No. That's just fucking... No.
Or, like, get, I'm assuming in this situation you are the little spoon, but when you and Sean are cuddling, get, like, on your back where his belly button touches you tattooed.
We don't spoon. Sean's a fucking oven. Get away from me.
No, yeah, Haley's the same way, but she refuses to leave me alone when we're sleeping. Like, you
gotta have Ricky and Lucy beds.
I have a queen size mattress, right? Well, I mean, we do, I guess, but the other night I woke up and I had maybe like the length of my phone space on my bed, and she just had the rest of it. She was like sleeping on top of me, 1,000,000,000 degrees. I woke up sweaty as fuck at like 3 a.m.
I hate that. I put a body pillow between us. Stay away from me.
Oh, if I did that, she would probably cry.
That's okay. Cry yourself to sleep. Not a big deal. I have Havoc to separate us. Usually he crawls between us because he don't like us touching. He's homophobic.
Fair.
So.
Or maybe he's homosexual and he wants to be a throuple.
Ugh. No bestiality. Oh my god, there's a thing going on Twitter right now of debating what furry or what fursona Charlie Kirk is.
He's just dead. Give it up. The joke's run its course.
Well, that's the thing, is some furry drew a tribute of him on the day he got shot as a tiger. And
on the day he got shot?
Like it's a picture of him on the day he got shot.
Oh.
Like in that venue.
I was about to say, that's fucking fast.
No. And he's a tiger. And first off, furry, also a 21 Pilots fan. Just an amazing discourse happened after that, because it was like, someone responded to it, was like, I'm also a conservative 21 Pilots fan. Are you a conservative 21 Pilots fan? And they're like, yes, and I'm also a furry. Nice to meet you. And I was like, amazing. No notes. I love this conversation. So they drew him as a tiger. It looks like skinny Tony the Tiger. So then people were debating, should they draw the tiger with recessed gums and like really small teeth? And then someone community noted that and was like, Charlie Kirk is on record saying his fursona is a beaver, and then linked to the thing where he actually said that. So then someone AI generated a beaver of Charlie Kirk as a beaver, and then there was a whole discourse on, is it responsible to own the Republicans by AI generating? It was just an amazing hour on Twitter.
Insane. I think the worst impact of AI is not shit like that, but just everybody in every comment section now is just like AI slop. Even on like I could post a picture of myself. I could take a picture right now, put it on Instagram, and I guarantee someone would be like, this is AI generated. Like, nobody believes anything is real anymore, which is fine to have skepticism, but then you go too far to believing nothing is real, and that's when it's back around to being bad.
Yeah. I comment AI on stuff that I just don't like, knowing full well it's real.
No, yeah, I feel like that's also like what a lot of people are doing. I don't know.
You
it's
know the
just
term
annoying.
like spiritually Israeli? This is spiritually AI.
Yeah.
Music I don't like. Blueface, spiritually AI. DaBaby, spiritually AI.
Dude, Blueface looks fucking crazy now. He looks like a dried up crouton, which croutons are already dry, but if you were to like dry it up more.
Is he one of the rappers that are in jail?
I don't know, maybe.
I know one of them's in jail.
I don't keep up with that side of music, like the more
mainstream.
Yeah.
Is Blueface mainstream?
He was for like a little bit.
Interesting.
I don't think he's really done anything since.
Episode 67.
Learning curve. In addition to warehouses lighting on fire, there's been a fire lighting in the world of Lego. Oh. Have you heard about any of this?
No. but I just know the thing I sent you yesterday about Trump pardoning the Brickster.
The Brickster?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is the Brickster?
I sent it to you on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
His heart was not in it, girl. Anti-Greg. And then Mao's gym. That chat GPT thing was crazy. Oh, yeah, gotcha, this thing. The fucking bad guy from the Lego police sets.
Yeah. I didn't know his name was the Brickster.
The Brickster. So much.
Wait, is this about the fucking Star Wars shit that got stolen by the Mormons? Yes. I have no. I've watched like one singular like 60-second video on this. So
yeah. So I have been hearing over the past week that there's this fucking theft of a large amount of money worth of Lego sets happening, or that has happened and been exposed, and the person who exposed it got arrested, and it's like this whole fucking I don't know what it's called, but like a circle of bad guys.
Ring.
Yeah. Syndicate thing happening between like the police and like these Lego resellers, and I was like, this morning, well, not this morning I looked into it, but 2 days ago I thought, man, I should look into this. And so that's what I'm talking about today. This involves a company called Brick Minifgs. They were founded in 2003, I want to say. Maybe it was sooner than that. Nope, that's their statement. It was founded in 2009, and they're just people come in and they'll either like sell sealed Lego sets they have that are no longer in circulation to them, and then they'll resell it at market value. Same thing with minifigures and stuff like that, because there is like a lot of collectability, especially in some of the older sets.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most famous examples of like high value minifigures is the Cloud City Boba Fett. I should have looked up fucking market value of that right now.
I got you.
There's Cloud City Boba Fett, and then there's like a solid gold C3PO that you can get.
Solid gold?
Yeah. It was like a very limited run of it, of course. Let's see, current eBay listings. These are all customs.
It's just the figure, right?
Yeah, just the figure. Like the set,
2,000 to 3,000, depending on the condition.
Yeah, the set itself goes for 10 to 20,000.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, and it said that originally it was on sale for $100.
Yeah, so there is some money to be made in this shit. Which, I don't know, maybe it's me wanting to go back to trading like sheep for rice and shit like that, but it's just fucking ridiculous. Like some of the values on these things. I understand that like, oh, there's only a certain limited number of like sealed of this thing left and all that shit, but it just pisses me off. Like especially in Magic, there's this thing called the reserved list, which is some of the older sets that they printed never again to be printed again, just to maintain their value. But people put like their entire life savings into the reserve list, and they're like, oh yeah, this is my retirement fund and shit like that. Like, I'll live off this one day, I'll like sell these cards and that will be how I make my money.
It's the same thing with like shoes too for me. Like when I see people like being like, cause you know those like hype beasts that like wear their I think it's Jordans, right? Jordans are the ones
Jordans are very popular.
Yeah. And they like wear the fucking, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the thing that you put in the shoe when it's on display.
Oh yeah.
They wear like a thing in it so that it doesn't crease, and I'm like, just fucking wear the shoe.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shoe.
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand wanting to keep your shoes looking nice, but at some point you have to realize that they're constantly touching the ground, they are going to get dirty.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I've never bought into the whole like collector thing. Just off of like name brand stuff for sure, right? If it's high quality, like if you go to, I don't know, fucking what's a high quality brand? Shit.
Louis Vuitton.
Sure, that like Louis Vuittons are handmade. Sure, it's gonna cost a little bit more. It's a certain breed of cow that they slaughter to get the leather. Like, okay, I'm fine with it costing more, but like, it's just a thing. Like it's I guess it's just the utilitarian in me. Like, it's just a thing. And so like the only thing that I really put a value on is like signed memorabilia. Like, I have comics up here behind me that are New 52 DC in their sleeves, and they're worth like $200 each. And I'm like, why? Like, it's just a fucking comic book. You can go online and read them.
Yeah, I mean, I understand people like wanting something like a physical printing of that comic just because they like enjoy it so much.
Trust. If there's an idiot out there that wants to buy them, I'll sell it. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you remember, because I don't even remember them, but I don't know if you know about these. Like, I think it was Burger King, I want to say, at some point in the 90s was not giving away, but like with Happy Meals or whatever, it was Pokeballs with like gold plated Pokemon cards in them. I have like 7 of them at my parents' house, and apparently they are worth a lot of money. Yeah. Not just because they're gold, because it's not like it's solid gold. It's not like a solid gold card. I mean, the gold itself is marginal, but like the actual like Pokemon thing is worth like thousands of dollars. Yeah. And I'm just like, I should liquidate these assets.
Dude, on the topic of old Happy Meal stuff, did you ever get one of those like Star Wars watches when the Phantom Menace came out? There was like a Darth Maul one that I had back in the day. And I wish I still fucking had that. I want to say late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around there.
I don't know if I was alive when the Phantom Menace came, but yeah, I guess I was.
Yeah, I think we were just barely alive at that time.
Why did I think it came out in 91?
I don't know. Let's find out when it came out. I want to say it was then.
I think it was 99.
Phantom Menace release dates. Yeah, May 1999. Okay. Yeah, dude, I had a Star Wars watch that came from one of those meals, and I wish I still had it. That shit was sick. Anyways, this is all to say that there's a man in Oregon that had approximately $278,000 in Lego Star Wars items.
4 sets.
Yeah.
4 original Death Stars.
In 2023 in Salem, Oregon, a man by the name of Brian Mansell entered into an agreement to sell off his 83-year-old father's Lego Star Wars collection, estimated to have a value of about $278,000, with the owner of a Bricks and Minifigures franchise, Chris Gorman. Chris Gorman is how this person was referred to in all of the articles that I read, but they have a different name.
I wonder
if
their
legal name was like Crystal something. So
was it a girl?
They appear to be a woman.
Are they a girl?
They appear to be a woman, but I don't know. There's no like visible Adam's apple or anything. So I don't know. They don't appear to be trans. If they are, good job. But I don't know.
No bricks here.
They're referred to as Chris Gorman in all of the articles I read, so that's how I'm gonna read it.
Okay. This just seems like men stuff, like squabbling. Yeah. This just to me, it just doesn't seem like something women get involved in.
Yeah. Well, they did refer to them as she, but I'm just being safe. So yeah, Brian Mansell's father, Ed, began collecting Lego sets in the 90s as an investment in his children's college fund.
Really smart man. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, just like fucking do it the traditional way. I don't know. Especially in the 90s, he could have fucking put some shit in like
the stock market and lost it all in 2008.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you?
But then would have bounced back.
Speaking of stock market, did you see that SpaceX launched as an IPO? I'm not going to talk about Elon Musk being a trillionaire. I don't fucking...
Dude, that pisses me off.
The guillotine is still around. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I think...
He is a very easily locatable person. That's all I'm going to say.
For billionaires, this is my rule. I don't really... There's never been a successful communist state, but there's also never been a successful capitalist state. So, this is my rule. If you want to be a capitalist, fine. But once you reach $1 billion, so you can go up to $999,999,999.99. Go to $1 billion, you get two options. You get a certificate that says, congratulations, you won capitalism. And then we take every cent that you earn after just under $1 billion. Or we just kill you.
I mean,
we string you up like Mussolini.
I mean, I think we should just follow the very successful and very communist state of China's example and put you in a fucking labor camp and being like, you earned this money by exploiting people. So you are going to learn from your mistakes and you are going to work.
I think China's more state capitalism than it is communism. Money.
It is very much communist.
They have millionaires there.
Yeah, they have millionaires, like single millionaires.
Either way,
they do not have like
my 10, point here
100 millionaires.
My point here is I don't care about Elon Musk. If I find his address, I'll post it online. And you know what? That little human shield that he carries around, expendable in my mind.
What, his fucking child?
Yeah.
His QR code son?
Small price to pay in my mind. I just thought it was fascinating that because he's so fucking cheap, that SpaceX was paying some of their employees in stock options, and because of that, like, their cafeteria people are now millionaires.
Insane.
Like, that's really long gamble.
Fucking sell and retire. Yeah.
Like, really long gamble.
From serving meatballs to fucking big boats and Bugattis.
Big boats?
Yeah.
Did you see the thing? It was a picture from you probably saw the Monaco Grand Prix. Mm-hmm. All the boats out in the fucking water. And
it's the worst seats in Monaco are like millions of dollars.
Some guy that was probably making $15 an hour posted and was like, "This is what the grind gets you."
Like, no.
This is what child slavery gets you.
Yeah. So yeah, Ed Mansell collected Legos in the 90s as an investment in his children's college fund. In total, he had about 780 sets and about 1,200 minifigures. For anybody who's unaware, a minifigure is just like a little Lego person, like that big. Brian and the franchise owner entered into a contract that stated the franchise would sell the set and they would split the proceeds. I'm not sure of the ratio. I'm assuming 50-50 between Brian and the store. But the collection would remain Mansell's legal property until a sale was made on it. So the store had everything.
Yeah.
It was on display. But until the point of sale, it was legally Mansell's property.
Yeah, it's called consignment. It's a really weird legal thing, and I never really understood it myself because it's like, why didn't this, like, it's, to me, it's like, why doesn't the store just buy it, mark it up 10%, call it a day?
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
People do this all. It's like a pawn shop, but a little bit different.
Well, let's say, there's $100 Lego set. You buy it for $90, and then you sell it for 110, you only make them what, $20?
Yeah.
But if there's $100 Lego set, you put it on sale for $100,
Yeah,
and then sell it, you make $50 if you split it.
It gives the store more leverage, and that's why I was saying, like, to me, as like as the individual, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, to the store, yeah, it makes sense, you're getting a larger profit, but
yeah,
it's just like, oh, it's almost, it's pretty much like a realtor essentially for stuff.
Yeah,
because, like, you know, I don't know how to sell a house, so I call a realtor and I say, sell my house for me, and then I give them a commission of the sale.
Just put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, that's how they're doing the fucking Boeings from Spirit. Don't be shocked.
Oh fuck, who bought them? Somebody bought Spirit.
Oh, like their liquidated assets?
Yeah. Shit, I can't remember. It was somebody really funny. Oh well.
Interesting.
So for about a year, Mansell collected payments totaling around $21,000 from these sold off Lego sets of minifigures. Fast forward to November of 2024, and Gorman, the franchise owner, planned to leave the United States when Trump won his second term. And Gorman believed that the corporate entity would end up repurchasing the franchise from them. However, shortly after giving the new store owners a tour of the place and like showing them everything they had, Gorman received a termination notice in the mail, stating that based on prior and documented breaches of franchise agreement, they would no longer be working for Bricks and Minifigures. They essentially just fired them, and like the store is ours now.
Even though he was already planning on like selling it, or she, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know
you
how
can't quit, we fire
works.
you.
Yeah, I don't know how franchising works. I always assumed it was you just go to like a corporation and you're like, hey, I want to open up a store of yours in this area, and then you put up the money to open it. But I thought that meant you also like kind of owned it.
You have to have.
But I guess the corporation still owns it.
So it's kind of, again, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't really understand the appeal here, because you have to have a net worth. Like each corporation will say like you have to have a net worth of whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think certain franchises are a little bit more expensive. I think McDonald's, it's like 1.2 million to open a McDonald's.
Damn, I'm almost there.
Some of them are really, really big, right? But you basically go to them, they say, show us the proof that you have this money. They let you open it, and then you pretty much get to run it the way you want. And then like they have like some guidelines where they're like, you have to do this. But like ultimately, like promotions and stuff, that's up to you.
Yeah. I don't know. I just always thought that like you owned everything except for like the brand.
You're paying for the licensing of their brand, and like you're like, imagine you're starting like a youth football league.
Okay.
And you go to like the New England Patriots and you say, Bill Belichick, can I have the New England Patriots logo? Or I guess Robert, whatever his face is. I don't know his name.
That's a long ass last name.
I don't know his name. He's Robert. I don't know. It's Robert something. You go to him and you say, can I license the logo so I can have like a youth football team called the Patriots? And then can you also give me their playbook?
And then they say, yeah, for a youth football team, give me your NFL playbook.
That's pretty much what it is like you go to McDonald's and you say, I want to open a franchise, and then you get the, you know, stuff. You get a McDonald's building, and then, you know, they're giving you their supply chain, their, you know, their fucking Sprite that kills you. They're giving you, you know, fucking employees that throw hot coffee on you.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you see the oil thing that happened?
Yeah, it was in Yuba City.
Yeah,
and
fucking
again,
insane.
The news reporting it as
oh
allegedly.
You sent that to me.
And there's like a picture of him with the burns.
Yeah, he looks like fucking Dark Knight Two-Face
yeah.
laying in the hospital bed, and they're like, yeah, this guy might have been burned by some oil. I don't know, it's unclear.
It was a hot liquid, and he's like deep fried. He has like fucking breadcrumb crust on him.
There's a fucking French fry stuck to his jawbone.
It reminded me of that scene. Have you ever seen Watchmen?
Yes, once.
That scene where they're in prison.
Oh yeah,
and he's like,
Rorschach,
and he's like, I'm not locked, or you're not locked
in here with me. Yeah,
But yeah, so essentially you go to McDonald's, you get their fucking golden arches, you get their uniforms, and then they say, okay, we'll loop you into the supply chain, and then you pretty much do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. So if they're like, oh, we're gonna do a 2-for-1 on McChickens, you can just say, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
they may have a thing in the contract that says you have to do that, but like some franchise or some companies will just say like it's optional. So like if you go on the Domino's app, don't ask me why I know this. If you go on the Domino's app and you like click like coupons, you'll see nationwide coupons, which is the company Domino's, what they're offering. And then you'll see like my store coupons, which is what your local franchise is offering to try and drum up business. So they can kind of do whatever they want.
Okay. So yeah, the Bricks and Minifigures Corporation itself states that the consignment they entered was unauthorized and they don't enter consignments with private sellers. I wrote it down somewhere else in here, but there were like a couple other reasons they gave for why they terminated Gorman.
I fucking hate when companies do this. Like, it's like right when they're about to quit.
Yeah.
Just fucking, you knew about it.
Yeah, well, I guess in this situation, they're trying to sell it back to the corporation.
And they maybe audited the books.
They just fired the person and seized it, essentially, instead of...
Well, my fuck-ass job did that to me one time. I left, and they were like, hey, we overpaid you 16 months ago. You owe us $400. And I said, how did you overpay me? And how did I not notice? And how did you not notice? Like,
yeah, I feel like there's a statute of limitations on shit like that.
Yeah, it was 3 years.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, damn. So.
You had to pay back.
Yeah.
You're like, who is this?
Well, and then I thought
about it.
I was like, well, what if I just change my bank account?
Yeah.
Because, like, and then they were like, well, you're not really leaving the entity that you work for, so you have to give us that for direct deposit. So,
dude, on the topic of bank accounts, I was supposed to have received the new debit card from our bank with the like touchless or
just now.
Yeah, because the card that I currently have in my wallet doesn't expire until December.
Our bank operates like Tik Tok. Some people have touchless, some people have Apple Pay, some people have fucking mind reader chips. I just got a credit card from them because I opened up a credit card with them and it came in the mail, and it's an old style credit card. Like, it has the I don't know what it's called, like the indented numbers, like they pop up out of the thing. And like my debit card has all the numbers on the back. Yeah. And I'm just like,
well, I was supposed to receive a new debit card in the mail. Like, I got an email about it and it just never showed up. Oh. And they were like, oh yeah, we're deactivating your current debit card after this date. And that date was like a week ago. And yeah.
Lovely.
No idea where it is. I have to call them on Monday because I tried to use it yesterday and it like
declined.
Well, I tried to use it in DoorDash because Haley was out and it was up to me for dinner. So I was like, I'm gonna get some Chick-fil-A. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a little bit because Haley's been saying no to it. Plus it's June, so I need to show my alliance. I changed the card to my card. I ordered it, and then she comes home, and then she's like, oh yeah, by the way, you used my card to order your Chick-fil-A. And I was like, what are you talking about? I changed it to mine. And I went into DoorDash, and then DoorDash was like, yeah, this card declined, so we just automatically used the other one and didn't tell you.
I'd have been like,
I was like, what?
I would have not investigated. I'd have been like, I'm the unemployed one here.
Oh, well, I mean,
pay for me, bitch.
She pays for a lot of stuff for me, so I would feel bad making her buy food for just me.
I wouldn't. Sean's credit card's in my DoorDash.
Oh my God.
Whenever he's like, oh, DoorDash something, I'm like, all right. add sauce, add ranch, add drink,
50 napkins at 50 cents a piece. So yeah, Mansell, after Gorman was terminated, came to the store, and they found that Gorman was gone and the new owners were already there and in charge and operating everything. The new owners claimed to have no knowledge of the consignment that Gorman had entered into with Mansell, and they held on to Mansell's collection items. They were like, I don't know, these were here. They're part of the inventory when we took over the store. These are ours. Like, what are you talking about? This is part of your collection that you were trying to sell here. Mansell at that point ended up calling the police, and the police deemed it a private civil matter and pretty much didn't do anything about it.
I mean, what are the police going to do?
Yeah.
I hate when people do that. I mean, you could make a police report, but like, I hate to defend the police in this situation, but the police are right. Like, it is a civil matter.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I don't think they're even, like, even if there was something they could do, they're surely not equipped to properly do it.
They start shooting the Legos. Did you see the fucking video of the Anaheim Police Department shooting each other?
Oh, I saw a GTA recreation of it. I didn't see the actual video, but it was like they pulled into the parking garage, and then like some guy draws his gun on him, and then he like kind of puts it away, and then the guy in the fucking cop car pulls out his gun and shoots him
in the arm. Yeah, and it actually happened in Anaheim.
What the fuck was that about?
I don't know. I could only assume that it was the Anaheim Police Department's headquarters that this happened at, and maybe they were checking if friendly fire was on or something.
Fucking ridiculous! Like, what?
It reminds me. Have you ever seen 21 Jump Street?
Yeah.
When they're like throwing the guns up and down.
Oh yeah, after they fucking celebrate their first arrest or whatever. Yeah. So enter YouTuber Reckless Ben into this equation.
Thank God. Thank God for Reckless Ben.
He is a YouTuber, a pretty popular channel, 1.42 million subscribers. Kind of small compared to us, but...
we're almost at 100.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Like and subscribe.
He posted a video on May 21st titled, I tracked down the thief who stole $200,000 of Lego. That ended up, as of this morning, at 5.9 million views. So it kind of popped off for him.
I'm gonna literally like take the thumbnail from his video, make it our thumbnail, and then title our video this episode. It's gonna be the same exact title.
I tracked down the thief who stole $200,000 podcast views. Yeah, 5.9 million views on that video. 27.2 million views across 7 videos in total that he has made on this topic. So he's been...
I love YouTubers, man. They have no time in the world.
Milking this, yeah. No, speaking of no time, he ended up driving 16 hours from California up to Salem to film this.
I thought this took place in Utah. We'll Utah comes into this, right? Because I know the Mormons got something to do with all this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the store itself where all this happened at was in Salem, Oregon. The first video he made ended up alleging police cover-up and company corruption leading to this situation. And over the course of filming these videos, he created a website called WeStealFromOldPeople.com with the Bricks and Minifigures logo on the header of the website.
Okay. Again, I think that's hilarious, but we are entering defamation territory at that point.
Yeah. No, we are well past it.
Well, this is the thing is, even if they were to go to court and like absolutely find that the new owners were in the wrong, it would still be defamation because they didn't have that judgment when they made that.
Yeah.
So interesting play.
To add on to the case against him, he ended up hanging a sign on the outside of the store that said, "We stole a family's life saving."
Jesus Christ. So vandalism and 2 counts of defamation. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. Trespassing.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. In another video he made, this is where he travels to Utah.
The YouTuber's doing this.
Yes.
It's not even he's just
it's the YouTuber.
Big shooter for the person.
Yes.
Okay.
YouTuber Reckless Ben traveled to Utah. He went to the Bricks and Minifigures headquarters in Provo, and he went to the new store owner's home in American Fork, Utah. Never heard of it before, but
wait, so the new store owner lives in American Fork, Utah,
yeah,
but
they own a store in Oregon.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Investment capitalism.
I don't think Mormons have a place in Oregon, at least Western Oregon.
Yeah,
it doesn't, like Portland, Salem, Vancouver. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Isn't Vancouver in Washington?
It's on
Canada.
There is a Vancouver, Canada. There's also a Vancouver, Washington. It is on the border of Oregon and Washington. It's kind of like like it is Vancouver, Washington, but I think some of it goes into Oregon.
Okay. So during his travels in Utah, he ended up impersonating several people in order to gain access to the store owner's home and the Bricks and Minifigures headquarters.
Who are you impersonating? I'm his cousin.
Well, he impersonated delivery drivers, religious figures, and officers of the court.
Could you imagine? He knocks on the door. He knocks on the door. He's in a white button-up with a tie, and he's like, "Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?" And the CEO of Bricks and whatever it's called is like, "I'm already Mormon. I live in Provo, Utah." And he's like, "No, you're not on the roster. Trust me."
Like they have.
I had a premonition that God, what's his name? Joseph Smith and Brigham Young told me.
The Church of Mormon has come to me and they want me to spread the message. There's a new prophet, Cloud City Lego Boba Fett, and he has this message for you. You stole an old man's money. So yeah, this impersonation is alleged in a lawsuit that was filed by Bricks and Minifigures against Reckless Ben.
Mm-hmm.
They also state that Reckless Ben placed a sign that said, "I stole a man's life savings," across from the store owner's house. And I'm not saying allegedly for this one, because he, in one of the videos, filmed himself putting the sign across from the homeowner's house. In the video, he stated his reason for doing this was to kind of taunt the homeowner into coming out so he could serve him lawsuit paperwork.
He's suing on behalf of the guy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, no. He's not suing on behalf of the guy. He's suing on behalf of himself, because I guess this place also owes him, where's the number? $10,000 in Legos.
Yeah. The process of being served court paperwork is so funny because you have to like give it to them in person.
Well, I found out you can email it.
Yes.
In some circumstances.
But in most circumstances, you have to physically hand it to them.
Yeah.
So I've definitely heard of stories where like the process server is like knocking at the door and the person's standing in the window looking at them, but they just won't open the door. So they legally cannot serve them.
Yeah. I feel like if you have a mail slot on your door, you should be able to like open it and be like, "Hey, divorce paperwork." If you can see the person standing there and whoop through the slot.
Just send an Outlook email and turn on red receipts. Like,
yeah. Reckless Ben also got arrested during the filming of these videos. As reported by the Salt Lake Tribune, he had misdemeanor charges of stalking, targeted residential picketing, disorderly conduct.
Targeted residential picketing.
Yeah, I think they're talking about when he put the sign across from a guy's house.
That sounds like a really fucking fascist law.
There seems to be.
Like
well, I was
maybe
thinking
a politician
about it.
had their fucking house protested, and they were like, "No."
I was thinking about it when I saw targeted residential picketing, and I was like, well, when they put up fucking like election signs in front yards, is that not targeted residential picketing because they're trying to target me to fucking change my vote to this person, for one? And then I was like, why would this be illegal even to begin with? And I was like, well, I mean, the KKK, you kind of don't want them putting picket signs in people's yards, so I guess it's fine to make it illegal.
In certain circumstances, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe discriminatory circumstances. Speaking of discriminatory circumstances and Utah, the reason I know about this is because I followed this woman on TikTok who's an ex-Mormon. Mm-hmm. And so she spends all her time basically being like, the Mormon church is just a cult.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about how for the longest time Mormons were like, we're not going to say black people can't be Mormons, but we are going to say that your skin color makes you go to hell.
Yeah.
And they did that for the longest time. And then either it was the Utah Supreme Court or the United States Supreme Court was like, hey, y'all, you do have your religious freedom, but you cannot be discriminatory about it.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, your tax exempt status is going away. And then that night, whatever the current prophet was like, I had a vision from God. Black people are super allowed to be Mormon.
Yeah, they're allowed to be Mormon. They no longer say that all black people go to hell. They do not say that black people can get into their planet heaven. So there's still some
so if you're black,
there.
you can't have a planet heaven?
No, if you're black, I guess, and you're Mormon, you just die and nothing happens. Sorry, Brent.
Damn.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna confer with him. I'm gonna see him tonight, so I'll confer with him. I'll let him know.
Reckless Ben also posted a video on June 1st stating that the police are lying in all of this and these charges. He was also charged with criminal trespass.
Okay, criminal trespass I get more than the targeted residential picketing. If you're gonna to me, the targeted residential picketing just seems like, when they're like, okay, we're just gonna book him on everything we can so that he gets no bail.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like.
So on June 1st, he posted a video stating the police are lying about what had happened and that they had hurt his arm during the arrest. And all of these charges occurred or were stated to have occurred, like him doing it, between March 8th and March 12th, and he was charged March 27th.
Okay.
So now getting into the lawsuits, there are a total of 4. There is Gorman versus Bricks and Minifigures. Gorman is alleging wrongful termination against Bricks and Minifigures, and that the I forgot the exact phrasing of what it said. I just wrote down very short bullet points. But Gorman's also claiming that the franchisee Bricks and Minifigures seized all of Gorman's assets that were in the store at the time of firing, and they were like, okay, no, you can't do that, it was my property, talking about
the inventory
inventory that they were selling. And they're also going for defamation based on what Bricks and Minifigures said, and this case was filed on March 27th.
The defamation seems like a little bit, this is my legal analysis of it. The defamation seems like a little bit of a stretch because you have to, when you sue someone for defamation, you have to demonstrate that it damaged your character.
Well, I'll get more into it in a second.
Because what a lot of people, this is just a fun fact. A lot of people think that let's say, I start saying you got herpes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have herpes. As far as I know, I have to knowingly know it's false.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to demonstrate that if you sue me for defamation, and you have to demonstrate that my false statements in some way damaged your character, not just that it was false.
Yeah,
it has to lead to another harm done to you. So if your girlfriend breaks up with you because you have that, then you could sue for defamation. But or if your girlfriend makes you go take an STD test and you have to pay however much that is, you can recoup that loss. But you can't just be oh, they lied about me and now I don't have a friend. It has to be an actual tangible loss.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like defamation just gets sued for so fucking much for no reason.
Yeah, it's one of those, it kind of is the epitome of the sue happy American culture.
Yeah,
there's a common conception that Americans like to sue each other like a lot, and I think that's like that is it. Everyone just, this is defamation. No, it's not. Like 90% of the time, it's not.
Yeah. There are two owners of the Salem franchise after Gorman got fired. And the YouTuber Reckless Ben is suing each of them, claiming they owe him a total of $10,000 in Legos. Well, in the videos, Reckless Ben talks about a lawsuit for each owner. But as of me taking these notes, only one had been filed. So I guess I don't know if he's still waiting for something on the other one or if he just dropped it.
It might be it depends if it's like an equal share or something like that. Like,
yeah, they could have been like combined into one.
Yeah, they have to like, yeah.
And then Brick Minifgs is suing YouTuber Reckless Ben and Mansell, the original owner of the Star Wars collection, alleging defamation, profiteering, racketeering, and harassment.
Racketeering?
Yeah. So they're saying,
okay.
They're saying the defendants waged a, quote, malicious and intentional campaign of extortion and destruction.
That's going to be a hard one to prove.
Yeah.
Because if it depends on what type of trial they're having, if it's a bench or a jury trial. If whoever is making the judgment at all believes that, what's the guy's name that owned the sets? Mansell. If they believe for even a second that Mansell, earnestly believe that he had a right to those sets, done.
Yeah,
it's over.
Well, I think this case specifically was filed in Utah, so I don't know if that.
But it's gonna get a motion to change anyway.
Yeah,
because they're gonna get, Mansell's gonna say, I live in Oregon. The whole thing happened in Oregon.
Yeah,
it might get moved to federal court, honestly. And might just get put in the Ninth Circuit because Utah and Oregon are part of the Ninth Circuit. So who knows?
On May 28th, the court granted a restraining order against the defendants, including a restriction against creating, posting, publishing, and disseminating, or any republication thereof, any false, misleading, harassing, interfering, defamatory, or unlawful images or content respecting the plaintiffs.
Yeah, it's reasonable. If I was a judge, I would say stop talking to each other.
Yeah,
it's a pretty standard legal thing.
Yeah,
probably just a way to, because these people already seem, everyone, maybe not necessarily the, God, I keep forgetting his name, Mansell, Mansell, maybe not Mansell, maybe there's something going on behind the scenes that it's not being reported on, but these people seem just very agitated all around. Every party seems agitated, so it's probably best to put a piece of paper in front of them that says if you break this, you're going to jail.
Yeah. On Reckless Ben's channel, there, like I said, 7 videos posted about this. There is a video posted 4 days ago called My Final Message, where he basically talks about saying, I cannot talk about this anymore. There's more footage that I wanted to release.
This is a gag order.
Yeah. He's just essentially saying, I cannot talk about the company. I don't think he even says Bricks and Minifigures. I think he just says, I cannot talk about a certain company anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of like putting a cap on everything on his channel. Also, I haven't watched any of his videos, I will say. I do plan to, but I'm just reading everything through news articles and different posts. When I said before that he was allegedly impersonating an officer, one of the thumbnails for his video is him with a vest on that says police and a badge.
I really want, because this is the whole thing, like, fuck companies. Fuck companies, right? So I really want to support Mansell, Reckless Ben, and the franchisee owner, who, again, fuck franchisees, but in this sense, it does seem like there was some fuck ass shit going on. I want to support all 3 of them, but Reckless Ben is like, how dare they accuse me of murder? I only shot and killed them.
Yeah. So it's like, kind of not helping yourself out. There is a preliminary injunction hearing on June 30th for this case, so it is still very much active and ongoing.
A preliminary injunction too is just deciding what can and can't be talked about, like what's going to even be allowed. Because, so for example, one of the things the court might rule on is if someone were to come into that store in Salem now, can the owners sell that?
Mm-hmm.
Like while this court case plays out.
Yeah.
Chances are they're probably going to say no.
Yeah.
Like a sound court would say no. I don't know, but the fucking way that this country's going.
Mm-hmm.
They might say yeah, but typically they'll say no. Assets need to get frozen. No one can touch that.
Yeah.
They might like say like because you said that Gorman was moving out of the country. They might say you can't leave the country while this is playing out.
Well, they originally planned to, but it doesn't sound like they are anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, so the preliminary injunction's not even like it's just like literally just like setting the ground rules and like the barriers for this case.
Mm-hmm.
They might throw out some aspects of it, like they might throw out the defamation in the preliminaries, but
yeah. On June 4th, Bricks and Minifigures closed the Salem store where all of this was happening.
Oh,
stating.
So the one thing you don't want to do when you're like being accused of covering something up is to cover it up.
Close the store.
Yeah.
They stated that there was a mutual agreement to part ways with the owner, and they made the decision due to, quote, a devastating social media campaign. So they're claiming they're closing the store because of all of this that had happened, all of the videos that Reckless Ben posted.
Gas is $6 a gallon right now. I think people just aren't buying Legos. I'm gonna take a wild leap.
Yeah. An online statement by Bricks and Minifigures states they also uncovered, quote, significant evidence of gross negligence in how the store was previously operated by the prior owner, as well as operational gaps during the transition and the subsequent management of document recovery. So they're essentially saying Gorman left it in such a fucked up state that they couldn't run it properly. And that's where Gorman is coming in and being like, what the fuck?
Defamation.
And suing them. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get the defamation counterattack on that, but I also don't think that if Gorman can at all prove that there was like accessible records and that the company just wasn't auditing the store frequently, then that's the company just being an idiot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the 2008 crisis where like the mortgage companies were giving out loans to people who have $4.
Yeah.
And it's like that information was readily available.
Yeah,
you just didn't fucking do your job and like monitor it like you should. So
yeah, so
this is just from what I've understood this to be. This is going to be a wash for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And hopefully Mansell gets their fucking Legos back.
Yeah, that would be the best resolution. Just give the Legos back.
Turn back time to the day before.
Yeah.
They put it on consignment. No harm, no loss.
Bricks and Minifigures posted their own timeline of all of these events and how they played out, which I'm gonna go through now.
Okay.
They started at 2009. Saying Bricks and Minifigures was founded in 2009 in Battleground, Washington.
We don't need. No, I'm not saying you, but like to Bricks and Minifigures.
No, yeah, there's no reason for them to.
We're already just. We're embellishing the story too much.
Yeah. They state that Bricks and Minifigure stores are independently owned and operated by franchisees bound by the franchise agreement and operations manual, which do not permit third-party consignment of Lego product. So they're saying no consignments in their
so then the contract would be null and void.
Yeah. Late 1990s to 2023, Ed and Brian Mansell build the collection. They also state that the $200,000 figure that was floated around is not an actual wholesale or retail or other documented market value, and the realistic high-end value is approximately $95,000 to $100,000. So they're starting to debate the actual value of the collection.
No, we don't owe him $200,000. We owe him $90,000. So
Yeah.
it's like, don't get into that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying Ed Mansell decided it was time to sell. His son Brian took it over. Lines up with what we know so far. And Brian walked into a Bricks and Minifigure store and asked the owner, asked the owner Gorman if she could help. And in Gorman's own words, published on the store's Facebook page, I told him even if we couldn't sell the collection, I would help him figure out how much it was worth because I didn't want him to get ripped off, and I think that's why he trusted me. In October of 2023, an unauthorized consignment agreement is made. The agreement was never authorized or approved by Bricks and Minifigures Corporate as required under the governing agreements. Bricks and Minifigures Corporate was not formally made aware of this agreement at the time. Gorman entered this deal as a personal arrangement and or as the owner of the Salem, Oregon location.
I would really I don't care enough, but maybe I do, I don't know. I would really like to take a look at the contract, the franchisee contract, and like outline, because I think that's going to be the real kind of thread that's going to have to be pulled here. Because if Gorman can prove that they could do consignment, then the deal's good.
Yeah.
But then it fucks it up, right? Because then the company is on the hook for either honoring that contract or like attempting to negotiate its way out of it.
Yeah.
Like then you have to figure out if Gorman is Gorman the contract holder or is the company. Because Gorman is, even though they are the franchise owner, they're acting as an agent of the company. So it's going to get really, really fucking murky the way they decide this.
I do think they are just trying to find a way to exclude themselves from the contract because...
the company?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying is originally, from just my standpoint, the company really wasn't in any hot water. They could have avoided any negative press by just saying, okay, they weren't allowed to do that. They shouldn't have done that. You know, do you have any documentation of, you know, what was put on consignment? We'll give that back to you. We're not going to help you sell it. You need to go sell it on your own.
Yeah.
And just call it a day. You're not losing any money and you're not gaining any money by it. It's a complete wash. They could have done that and everyone would have walked away happy.
Yeah.
Maybe not whatever his name is.
Mansell?
No, Ben.
Oh, Reckless Ben?
Reckless Ben, yeah.
The Bricks and Minifigures states that the unauthorized consignment agreement included a clause allowing either party to terminate with 30 days written notice. It also included a clause requiring Gorman to ensure the collection no evidence of any insurance has been discovered. So that's where I think they're trying to be like, well, this contract is invalid.
Okay, but then the property still is being illegally held. That's like, they're not arguing in their favor.
Yeah, I think they're just arguing against the other person's favor.
Yeah, and it's not really arguing in their favor, though. That's the whole thing. Like, it almost sounds like they're unknowingly going, yeah, well, if you want, you're not going to crash this plane, I'm going to crash this plane. Like, you know, it just, I don't know. And I'll say this, it's the same thing that I say when a celebrity gets accused of sexual misconduct by dozens of women or dozens of people. This seems like a pattern, because now you got Gorman being like, oh, these people are scamming me. You got Mandel being like, these people are scamming me. You got Reckless Ben saying these people are scamming me. You can't deny it all. Something's happening here.
Yeah. From November 7th to 12th, there was of 2023, there was a public unveiling of the collection at the Salem store where Crystal Gorman posted a formal announcement on the store's official Facebook page, promoting a public display of the Mansell collection, used that $200,000 figure, and used their corporate email address, salem@bricksandminifigs.com, as the press contact. November 2023 to October 2024, monthly payments and disorganized tracking systems by Gorman, owner of Salem, Oregon location at the time. They're also saying that he only collected about $15,000 in total payments, which is in contradiction to that $21,000 that I mentioned earlier. And they said that Gorman apparently marked his sets with a small removable sticker to keep track of them as Mansell consignment inventory. Yeah, they're basically saying that payments took place after some of these sets were sold, and they were tracked like separately from the rest of the store inventory. October 2024 to November 8th, 2024, Gorman notified corporate of closure interest and the store transition began. In late October, Gorman contacted Bricks and Minifigures corporate asking how to close her store, stating that their partner had received a publishing offer in Europe, which is kind of contradictory to what was reported by Gorman of like, oh yeah,
Trump won and
got
I'm
elected,
leaving.
Yeah. And on November 8th, Gorman personally asked to speak to BAM corporate, Bricks and Minifigures corporate, about intended move overseas. And Bricks and Minifigures states that an agreement was reached. She would hand over the store on November 14th smoothly, and Bricks and Minifigures corporate would not pursue a full $200,000 of outstanding royalty fees that Gorman owed the Bricks and Minifigures. So this $200,000 Lego collection is allegedly only $95,000. Starting to seem like, in my personal opinion, Gorman entered into this consignment to make the money to pay these $200,000 royalty fees that they owed the corporate.
That's what I was kind of, not that exact theory, but I'm following your thought process on that. But I was kind of just thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if this might end up fucking Gorman over the most. Yeah. Like, it all might get pinned on Gorman. Like, Gorman might be responsible for the value, the supposed value, the contracted value of the $200,000, the fucking contract buyout from the company, the fucking, I really wouldn't say that Gorman fucking defamed the new owners, but essentially that Gorman is kind of the biggest loser here.
Bricks and Minifigures timeline also states that at no point in October or on November 8th did Gorman say a single word about a consignment collection in the store or to Bricks and Minifigures corporate. And on November 14th, 2024, was the handover from Gorman to the new owners and the first ever mention of this consignment agreement to anyone outside of the consignment agreement.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much. The new owner, Brandon Best, the first time I'm seeing their name, arrived at the store to close it and begin the transition. Gorman is stated to have become uncooperative, refused to hand over the keys or provide access codes as the previous agreement, and was observed making multiple trips to her car, and Gorman's partner also arrived to assist.
Gorman, it's not looking
whatever
good.
The fuck they were doing.
If this is true, again, this is all Bricks and Minifigures account, but if this is true, it's not looking good, Gorman. I was on your side.
Yeah. That evening, Gorman recorded Ring doorbell footage that Gorman later accessed and shared publicly, which is the first and only time the new owner, Brandon Best, or anyone at Bricks and Minifigures Corporate heard the word consignment, and from Gorman mentioning that they needed to print receipts to pay a customer. So this is the first ever time that the new owners or corporate are hearing the word consignment, supposedly, is through a Ring doorbell footage that Gorman accessed and published. Yeah, no idea.
Gorman. I'm off the Gorman train. You know what? I'm off the Ben train. I'm Reckless Ben, and I'm off the Gorman train.
Yeah.
Mendel, you're flying solo.
And
no pun intended.
An anonymous bricks and minifigure worker that at the time was helping out Brandon Best with the transition states that's a business matter. Brandon will take on the business. He takes on all that. Bricks and minifigures is stating this was not an acknowledgement of the Mansell collection. It was a representative hearing this for the first time during a chaotic handover and incorrectly assuming it was an authorized agreement. Gorman shared the footage publicly, but only a portion of it. A significant amount of footage from earlier that day is absent from what we believe she later released. Gorman at this point was formally terminated in writing based on prior undocumented breaches of the franchise agreements. Gorman eventually left the store and the new owner secured it and obtained the keys for the first time. And Bricks and Minifigure states the store was in a rundown condition with very little inventory, approximately 40,000 total. Before leaving, Gorman removed cash from the till, attempted to print store records, and shared confidential footage without authorization. So, I don't know what the fuck is happening. The whole time you think that Bricks and Minifigures is kind of the bad guy, and they very well still might be, but Gorman is not making a good case for their side of things.
And here's Mandel just like, man.
Yeah, he's like, man, bro, I just want my Legos, dog. Yeah, and then the rest of it is just talking about oh, here we go. December 2024 to April 2025. Bricks and Minifigures offers an inventory of the store and the alleged damaging public campaign begins. In late November or early December of 2024, Brandon and Josh, the owners of the store, discovered approximately 25 Star Wars sets in a closed closet in the back. They did not think anything of the fact that they had these small stickers on them, and they kept these sets segregated as they tried to determine what they were. In December of 2024, and still unsure of whether they belonged to Brian, Bricks and Minifigures showed these sets to and offered to give Brian these stickered sets as they felt bad for Gorman's apparent mishandling of the situation, despite no reliable evidence of his ownership. Yep. Still unsure of whether they belong to Brian. Oh, Mansell. Bricks and Minifigures showed these sets to and offered to give Mansell the stickered sets as they felt bad for Gorman's apparent mishandling of the situation, and despite no reliable evidence of his ownership, the offer was not accepted by Mansell. Oh, so they offered to give them back to him, and Mansell was just like, no.
So if this is true, unfortunately, Bricks and Minifigures is kind of not the good guy, but the neutral, benevolent, but what is
Vanilla?
No, benevolent, benevolent like entity. Like they are not. They're just trying to move on with their life.
Yeah, and then Bricks and Minifigures states that due to online disparagement campaign of Reckless Ben, Bricks and Minifigures and franchise owners Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson, these have to be fake names.
Fucking alliterations over in Utah. Well, they're Mormon, so you know.
It says they were forced to temporarily close their store, and then on June 4th, the permanent closure of the Salem, Oregon store and complete mutual separation between the company, Brandon and Josh, was announced. And then, they state on the temporary restraining order was issued, and they state that the CEO of Bricks and Minifigures personally extended an invitation to talk to Mansell with a direct offer to sit down together, review the spreadsheets, consignment agreement, and point of sale data, and attempt to informally and fairly resolve the problems associated with Gorman's dealings with him, including offering him to take every Star Wars Lego item remaining in the Salem store, whether identified as his or not, and to otherwise find a way that he might be made whole for anything demonstrated to be unaccounted for. So, yeah, they offered to essentially settle, and there's been no further updates as of that.
So it sounds like Ed just wants someone to do it for him.
Pretty much.
Like, I don't want to have to sell these.
Yeah.
You guys are
and
being
so that's
forced
why his
to sell
kid
them.
took it over.
Yeah.
And now his kid is being offered, hey, you can have more Legos, but I think they want the cash for it, which is maybe why they said no when they were offered the inventory back. Like, no, you guys were supposed to sell these. We need the money. We don't need the Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they're saying, well, you can have more Legos.
Well, what's interesting is Bricks and Minifigures is saying that the set's worth about $90,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's about half of what it originally was appraised for, 200,000, right? If they go with the consignment, Bricks and Minifigures would have taken half anyway.
Yeah.
So Hansel would have only gotten...
Well, we'll end up getting less than half if the collection is valued at 90,000.
Well, no,
because they'll probably buy it from him at 60% of that value.
If they were to just scrap the consignment and just say we'll buy it and resell it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can't buy it at market value and then sell it at market value. If you sell it above market value, no one's gonna want it.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that's how it works with Magic cards. At least stores will buy your shit at like 60%.
This is gonna be I might track this court case.
Yeah, no,
this would be really interesting legal theories.
I'm gonna have to keep up with it, and hopefully there's like some big flashy update that reminds me of it in like 5 months time.
I'll see if I can
follow up.
I'll see. I have a Nexus Lexus account now for work, which is like a law database. So I'll see if I can track it on there.
Okay.
And set alerts for it.
Okay. Yeah, if you can get me the official court documents,
they're public.
Would be crazy.
They're public. Well, not public. You have to go
hang them on a wall.
You right here.
We'll post them. We'll put each new update up on the wall.
We should get all these individuals in a room, not in a room and together, but like just. I don't want to.
Let's put them in an octagon.
I don't want to. Yeah, the one in the White House. No, I want to like individually interview all of them and see if we can piece it together ourselves.
Okay. So
Bricks and Minifigures, reach out. Mormons, reach out.
Yeah, we'll contact Joseph Smith himself.
What do
you think of it?
We know a few Mormons. We can reach out to them and just see if they know these people. And then Gorman, wherever you are.
What the fuck are you doing, Gorman?
Bodhi drives a Subaru right now.
I do. So I'm
reach
temporarily lesbian.
Reach out. People who own the bricks, reach out. Star Wars collectors, reach out. Anybody reach out. Anyone. And where can they reach out to? They can reach out to our socials, which I'm going to read out now. We are very close to... We're back to the iPad because I lost my work phone. We are very close to 100 subscribers on YouTube, so it would be great if we could have a push for that. Jesus fucking Christ. I find our thing. Okay. It would be really great if we could have a push for that. So if you're... First off, if you're listening on a podcast app, like... or subscribe to the show, follow it, whatever the fuck it's called. Leave a rated or starred written review. Helps people find the show. But if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Those episodes come out every Thursday, 2:30 p.m., except when we don't do it because we're sick. And then our YouTube is Learning Curve Pod. Our Instagram is learningcurve.podcast. Our Twitter is learningcurvepod. Bluesky is learningcurvepod.bsky.social. TikTok, which we are well over 100 followers on, is Learning Curve Podcast. And Bodhi's Twitch is Shrink3Dink. You been streaming? No, I've been thinking about it. I finished Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Oh, I might stream
You didn't
Arkham Knight because I have that on PC.
Are you gonna play Origins?
I don't have that one.
Oh,
Yeah, that wasn't part of the collection that I had.
they need to remaster Origins like ASAP. That's the only
Is
one.
it good?
It's so good. It's honestly my. I probably. Okay, this is the only thing. I would rate it my third favorite, but we're talking like 8s and 9s here. We're not talking like, oh, it's my third favorite. It's a 6 out of 10. We're talking like my favorite's a 10 out of 10. Arkham City, Arkham Knight's a 9 out of 10. This is like an 8.5.
Okay.
It's marginally different. It has the best fights in my opinion.
Okay.
And honestly, one of the better stories.
I think Arkham Knight's my favorite.
Yeah, it has
really
a lot
like
more.
that
It's I think it's the most fully realized of them, all of them. But yeah, I think Arkham Origins also you could use the plane.
Oh, okay.
You can't fly it, but that's your fast travel.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's cool. You also get to go to the Batcave whenever you want. And then also we do have an email. If you have any corrections that you want to hit us with, if we say something that's incorrect, I'll promptly ignore it, but you're more than welcome to
we'll
email
mark
us.
you as spam. We appreciate it.
If you have any wacky wonky stories you want us to look into, let us know. We're happy to take episode suggestions. That email is learningcurvepod.bsky.social.
Alrighty.
We'll be back next week.
Do not sign us up. Do not sign us up. One more time, do not sign us up for any sort of newsletters with that email. If we start getting newsletters, I will find each and every one of you. I'm gonna take your shoes off.
I know someone that can track IP addresses.
Yeah. So, better watch out.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.